Welcome back to the channel. Today we are exploring Washington quarter dollar coins from 1980D and 1981P from the United States of America. These coins feature the portrait of George Washington and are part of modern American coinage. Collectors search for these coins because even common quarters in high-grade condition can be worth big money. While millions were produced, only a smaller number remain today in very high-quality condition with bright surfaces, strong design details, and beautiful shine. In this video we will explore their history, their design, and the reasons why collectors value these coins so highly. Stay with us because one of these Washington quarters might already be hiding in your collection, and it could be worth far more than its face value. Let's get started. First up, the Washington quarter dollar coin 1980D mint mark, uncirculated condition, United States of America, is a part of the long-continuing Washington quarter series that has been produced since 1932, and this specific coin comes from the Denver Mint, which is identified by the D mint mark, and it represents the era of modern clad coinage in the United States where the composition is copper and nickel instead of silver, and this change was already established in the mid-1960s, and by 1980 the production of quarters was extremely high to support everyday circulation across the country, and even though millions were made, the uncirculated condition examples are still important for collectors because they preserve the original mint surface and show the coin exactly as it left the mint without any wear or damage from circulation, and this makes them more appealing for numismatic study and collection purposes. The design of the 1980 Washington quarter remains the classic portrait of George Washington on the front side, which has been used for decades, and it symbolizes leadership, national identity, and American history, and on the reverse side there is the bald eagle with wings spread, which represents freedom, strength, and unity of the United States, and this design consistency across many years makes the coin series very recognizable. And in uncirculated condition, the details of Washington hair and the eagle feathers remain sharp and well-defined, and the mint luster creates a shining surface that reflects light in a cartwheel effect, which is one of the key visual features that collectors look for when evaluating coin quality. The value of the 1980D Washington quarter in uncirculated condition depends on its grading level and eye appeal, and most examples that are in lower mint state grades are generally worth only a small premium above face value because they are still common in availability, but as the grade increases and the coin reaches higher mint state levels with strong luster, clean surfaces, and minimal marks, the value begins to increase, and coins that reach very high grades become more desirable among collectors who are building complete sets or searching for high-quality examples, and this demand can push prices higher in collector markets, especially for coins that appear visually perfect. Grading is one of the most important factors in determining the worth of this coin, and the mint state grading scale is used to evaluate how well the coin has been preserved, and an uncirculated coin is defined as a coin that shows no wear from circulation and still retains its original mint finish. And professional grading services examine the coin under magnification to check for scratches, contact marks, strike quality, and overall eye appeal, and even small imperfections can affect the final grade and therefore influence the market value significantly, and this is why two coins from the same year can have very different prices depending on their condition. The composition of the 1980D Washington quarter is copper and nickel clad, which means it does not contain silver like older quarters from earlier decades, and this change was made by the United States Mint to reduce production costs and maintain coin supply for circulation needs. And although this reduces intrinsic metal value, the collectible value is still strong, especially in uncirculated condition, because collectors focus on preservation, rarity within grade levels, and overall appearance rather than metal content, and this makes modern clad quarters an important part of coin collecting for those who study series completion. Collecting Washington quarters from the 1980s, including the 1980D issue, is a popular activity among numismatists who enjoy building complete date and mint mark sets, and the Denver Mint coins are especially important because they often have large mintage numbers, but finding them in high uncirculated grades can still be challenging, and collectors often try to upgrade their sets over time by replacing lower quality coins with higher grade examples, and this creates a steady demand for well-preserved uncirculated quarters, even if the coin itself is not considered rare in general circulation. Proper storage and handling of a 1980D uncirculated quarter is very important for maintaining its condition and long-term value, and collectors usually store these coins in protective holders, capsules, or certified grading slabs to prevent exposure to air, moisture, dust, and physical contact, and even fingerprints can damage the surface and reduce the coin grade over time, so careful handling by the edges is recommended, and keeping the coin in a stable environment helps preserve its original mint shine and ensures that it remains in collectible condition for many years into the future. The market demand for this coin is influenced by collector interest, grading standards, and availability in higher mint state levels, and while the 1980D quarter is not rare in general circulation, it still maintains steady demand among collectors who are building complete Washington quarter sets or looking for high-grade examples, and prices can vary depending on where the coin is sold, such as online auctions. Coin Dealers or private collections and market trends can shift slightly depending on collector activity and grading population reports, which show how many coins exist in certain conditions. Error coins from the 1980D Washington Quarter can sometimes increase value significantly if they show minting mistakes such as double dies off center strikes or planchet errors, and although these errors are not common, they are highly sought after by specialized collectors who focus on minting anomalies and unique production variations, and when these errors appear on an uncirculated coin, the value can rise far above normal. Examples depending on how visible and rare the error is, and this makes error hunting an exciting part of coin collecting for many enthusiasts. In conclusion, the 1980D Washington Quarter in uncirculated condition represents an important part of modern United States coin history, and while it is a common coin in circulated form, its value becomes more meaningful when preserved in mint state condition, and collectors appreciate it for its classic design, historical continuity, and role in the long-running Washington Quarter series, and it remains a strong choice for beginners and advanced collectors who want to build complete sets and explore the world of numismatics with coins that still carry visual appeal, grading importance, and steady collector interest. Next up, the Washington Quarter Dollar Coin 1981p Mint Mark Uncirculated Condition. United States of America is part of the long-running Washington Quarter series that continues the tradition of honoring George Washington, and this coin comes from the Philadelphia Mint, identified by the P Mint mark, and it represents the modern-clad era of United States coinage where the quarter is made from copper and nickel layers instead of silver, and in uncirculated condition, this coin has never been used in daily transactions, and it still preserves its original mint shine and sharp surface details, which makes it very important for collectors who focus on preservation quality and historical coin sets. The design of the 1981p Washington Quarter shows George Washington on the front side with a strong classical portrait that represents leadership and national identity, and the reverse side shows the bald eagle with wings spread, which symbolizes freedom, strength, and unity of the United States, and this design has remained consistent for many decades, making it one of the most recognizable coin designs in American history. And in uncirculated condition, the details of Washington hair and eagle feathers appear very sharp and clear, with strong mint luster that reflects light beautifully across the surface. The value of the 1981p Washington Quarter in uncirculated condition depends on the grade level and overall eye appeal, and most examples in lower mint state condition are only slightly above face value because they are common in availability, but when the coin reaches higher mint state grades with strong luster, clean surfaces, and minimal marks, the value increases because collectors prefer well-preserved examples. And coins with top visual quality can bring stronger prices in the collector market, especially when they are part of complete high-grade sets. Grading plays a very important role in determining the worth of this coin, and the mint state grading system is used to measure how well the coin has been preserved since leaving the mint, and an uncirculated coin is one that shows no signs of wear from circulation and still has its original surface texture and shine, and professional graders examine the coin under magnification to check for mark scratches, strike quality, and overall appearance, and even small imperfections can affect the grade, and therefore change the market value significantly. The composition of the 1981p Washington Quarter is copper and nickel clad, which means it does not contain silver like older quarters from earlier decades, and this change was introduced by the United States Mint in the 1960s to reduce production costs and support circulation demand. And although the coin does not have precious metal value, it still holds strong collectible value, especially in uncirculated condition, because collectors focus on condition rarity within grade levels and overall visual quality rather than metal content. Collecting Washington Quarters from the early 1980s, including the 1981p issue, is popular among coin collectors who enjoy building complete date and mint mark sets, and this coin is an important part of those collections because it represents a consistent era of high production and modern coin design, and collectors often search for high-quality uncirculated examples to upgrade their sets over time, and this creates steady demand for well-preserved coins even though they are not rare in circulation. Proper storage and handling of the 1981p uncirculated quarter is very important for maintaining its condition and long-term value, and collectors usually keep these coins in protective holders, capsules, or certified slabs to protect them from air, moisture, dust, and physical damage, and even fingerprints can harm the surface of the coin and reduce its grade, so careful handling by the edges is always recommended. And stable storage conditions help preserve the original mint luster for many years. The market demand for this coin is influenced by collector interest, grading population, and availability in higher mint state levels, and while the 1981 P quarter is common in circulated condition, it still has steady demand among collectors who build Washington quarter sets or focus on high-grade modern coins, and prices can vary depending on sales platforms such as online auctions, coin dealers, and private collectors, and market trends can change based on grading reports and collector activity. Error coins from the 1981 P Washington quarter can sometimes increase value significantly if they show minting mistakes such as double dies off center strikes or planchet defects, and although these errors are not common, they are highly sought after by collectors who specialize in minting variations, and when such errors appear on an uncirculated coin, the value can become much higher than normal examples depending on the rarity and visibility of the mistake, making them exciting discoveries in coin collecting. In conclusion, the 1981 P Washington quarter in uncirculated condition represents an important part of modern United States coin history, and although it is common in circulation, its value increases when preserved in mint state condition, and collectors appreciate it for its classic design, historical continuity, and role in the long Washington quarter series, and it remains a strong choice for beginners and advanced collectors who want to build complete sets and explore the world of numismatics. With coins that still carry strong visual appeal, grading importance, and steady collector interest. Thanks for watching.